this session. So with our first round, we have some step-ups that we're going to be working. So I'll obviously use a bench for this. If you have a seat or a sofa that you can stand up on, that would be perfect. However, if you don't, it's easy to just replace those step-ups with some reverse lunges instead. So don't worry if you don't have anything to hand that you could do a step-up on, and you easily switch that with some lunges. In our last set, guys, we have some thrusters as well. Now, I'm going to be using this resistance band that I have behind me, and we could use a resistance band, you could use a backpack that's got something in it, we could use dumbbells, kettlebells. Similarly, if you find that your knees have not been playing ball lately, you could make that thruster a standing press. So I'll give you guys another kind of 15 seconds if anyone's roaming about the house looking for something heavy they can put above their head. After that, guys, we'll get through our kind of normal warm-up. Okay? So, as I say, step up, we're going to be performing, and then we're going to be hitting some thrusters, so we want something we can put above our head. 5 more seconds, guys. Right. Most of us should be roughly ready, and if we're not, we'll just jump into the warm-up when we can. So, as usual, guys, we're going to hit 3 movements to just kind of get ourselves loosened off, and then we'll hit some more movements to get the heart rate up before we start. Just now, we're going to go into scorpion kicks. So 3 scorpion kicks off each side. Of course, you can lie on your back and make these iron crosses, if you prefer. Now we're going to come up and hit 3 thread the needles off each side. So I'm extending my arm out, pulling my shoulder back. And then we're going to come into a nice simple plank, guys, okay? A nice simple plank. So again, first and foremost, I want to focus on squeezing your glutes hard, squeezing your bum, and then try and keep your midsection tight, as if somebody was prodding your tummy. Allow me 10 seconds here. Relax it from there. Right, I'm going to come into my 3 iron crosses off each side. Back onto the knees, into my thread the needles. And then back into my plank. So we're going to start with the glutes coming. So we're squeezing our glutes tight, squeezing the midsection tight. Now always try and get the front of your legs squeezing tight. So we're squeezing the thighs. From there, I'm going to try and flex my arms, show off the guns in this plank. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, relax it. Right, one more time with those 3 movements. So again, 3 scorpion kicks off each side. Then I'm onto my knees to the thread the needles. And from there, we are going to come back into our final plank. Again, squeeze the glutes hard, squeeze the midsection. Try and squeeze your chest and shoulder muscles. Flex the guns. Squeeze your thighs. If you can squeeze your calves even, feel free. Stay there for 5 more seconds. And relax that there for me, guys, okay? What we're going to do is pick ourselves up to our feet. Now, a good few of you will know this pretty well at this point, so I'm trying to adjust my zone. But we're going to go for 3 walkouts, include the push-up if you can, 6 reverse lunges off each side, 9 squats, and 12 glute bridges, guys, okay? So here, I'm kicking my leg back, hips, back, walk into the plank, and then we push up in, and we're bringing ourselves back up top. 3 reps, just like that one. Of course, we can happily just stay in the plank too. From there, we're going to go into 6 reverse lunges off each side for me, okay? Now, if you find that your knees aren't playing ball, guys, instead of reverse lunges, you could just go for some little side lunges, just encouraging a wee bit more movement off each side. But for most of us, 6 reverse lunges would be grand. Right, I think that's about time. Once you've hit your 6 reverse lunges, we'll go into 9 body weight squats for me, okay? Nice and deep into the squat. Excellent. Have you lie onto your back for me now, guys? We're going to go into 12 glute bridges for me. 12 glute bridges. Heels to the neck, hips to the scap. I've hit my 12, so I'm just going to pick myself back up to my feet, and then we're going to go back in to the start. So we're going to hit one at each movement, the exact same amount of time. So we're starting with those 3 walkouts. So we're going to go into those 6 reverse lunges off each side. I've got 1 more off each leg to go. And then we're going to go into our 9 squats. And finally, into our 12 glute bridges, 12 glute bridges. Right guys, relax that there for me. I'm going to talk us through our first 2 supersets. So our first one, guys, we're going to hit is some yoga push-ups. Apologies, my MyZone, I don't know if I've lost some silly amount of weight or my MyZone's just decided to fall out with me, but it's almost closer to my belly button than my sternum just now. Right guys, what we're going to do, yoga push-up. I'm starting in a plank position. I'm coming up to the top of the downward dog. I come back to the plank, I go 3, 2, 1, and when I hit 1, I'm pressing my chest to the sky, squeezing my glutes hard. So plank, downward dog, back to the plank, 3, 2, 1, squeeze the glutes hard as you press your chest into the sky. Now if you find that's going to be challenging, because of the push-up part, guys, you just come onto your knees and try and control yourself on the way down. Now we're going to work for 10 reps there, guys, 10 reps. Our second movement, as I said earlier, is going to be 8 step-ups off each side. Now, if you don't have anything that you can do step-ups on, just make them. Let's go for split squats instead. Instead of 8 step-ups, we would go for 8 split squats instead. So we want you to come down, pause for a second, just off the ground, then up. Down, pause for a second, then back up. So that's what we're going to do if you do not have something you can do step-ups on. That's 8 split squats off each side. Ali, if your knees are not playing ball, you can make it a single leg glute bridge instead of the step-up. Right guys, let's get ourselves into our yoga push-ups. So, 10 reps. I'm in the plank. I come to the downward dog. Come back to the plank. I'm going 3, 2, 1. Then up and squeeze. Downward dog. Plank. 3, 2, 1. Up on squeeze. That's 2 reps gone. Two more. And relax it. And then I'm going to go into 8 step-ups off each side. 8 step-ups off each side. Or split squats, if you're doing that at home. And remember, you're driving through the heel of the foot that's up on the sofa or the bench, okay? So drive your way through that front leg as opposed to springing off the back toe. So that's me hitting my 8 and 8. I'm just going to chill out now. If you have any water, feel free to grab a wee touch. And then we'll get ourselves back into our starting movement, our yoga push-ups as well. Now, if you find the yoga push-ups, you're just not getting much from it, or you're struggling with the movement, we could instead just come back to more conventional push-ups. So if you find it with the yoga push-up, you're struggling with it, guys, 10 kneeling push-ups, 10 negative push-ups where we're just controlling the weight down would be absolutely perfect. We'd be working very similar muscle groups, very similar position as well, okay? Now, speaking of the devil, we're going to get ourselves back in to those yoga push-ups. Again, we're going to aim for 10 reps here. Try and be as controlled as you can through the movement, okay? Let's go. So, downward dog, plank, control the way down into the bottom of the position. Downward dog, plank. Halfway through. And that's me at 10. So once we've done that, of course, we're going straight into our step-ups or our pause split squats. And I'm switching leg. Make sure we're not thudding to the ground. We're controlling this movement on the way down. And relax that there, guys. Get a wee touch of water if you've got it to hand. We'll go with the Bavarian Prost. I believe that's correct. I really need to up my languages because I'm really struggling for any more international variations of cheers. So feel free to send me a comment on the Facebook page and give me your best international cheers. Right guys, we have one more set with the yoga push-ups. And then we're going to go into our final set of the step-ups. You'll be happy to hear the bench has gone away after that last set on the step-ups. Right guys, again, yoga push-ups. If you're struggling with it, go for daily push-ups, go for negative push-ups, and go for 10 full push-ups. I want chest, a little bit of triceps here, okay? Let's get ourselves involved. 10 more reps. Four more for me. That's me hit my 10. I'm going into my next set on the step-ups, 8 and 8 again. Four more for me on my right hand side, and I'm done. And relax that there, guys. I'm going to move this bench off the ground. Or out of shot, I should say, rather. Right, guys. I'm going to talk us through our next two exercises. So, two exercises that all of us will have done plenty before, but we're really trying to target our abs, make our abs get a lot of work here, okay? So, first round, guys, we're going to hold for quite a wee while, 60 seconds. So, level one, we're going to be in the dead bug. That's the knees just above the hips, and the aim to get the chest and shoulders as high as we can to the sky. Of course, that's what we're going to stay with, but we can make it harder by straightening the legs, coming a wee bit higher, and staying in a hollow hold instead. So pick your poison, make it challenging for you. Some of you guys will find that the dead bug's a little bit too easy, and you could stretch out. My defence is my 6'5" frame, makes it a bit tougher for me. After that, guys, you're going to go straight into 20 slow mountain climbers. So we'll come into the plank position, we'll go knee, knee, and that's the kind of time I want you to be at. I want to avoid 20 super fast mountain climbers, okay? So 60 seconds in the dead bugs. Of course, I'll keep the time with my trusty Casio. Oh, it's nice to have them. And then we'll go straight into our 20 slow, controlled mountain climbers. Ready, guys? Timer's going on. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Knees above the hips. Chest a bit. Chest and shoulders need to become as high as we can. Of course, if you want to, straighten out the legs, come higher, stay in the hollow hold if you can for 60 seconds, okay? Now try and control your breathing. We don't want to take long breaths and completely relax. You want to try and keep as still as you can here. Halfway through. "25 more seconds. Last 15 seconds, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax that there. You're going to bring it into a plank position. We'll go 20. Nice. Almost pause. Mountain climbers. And relax that there. So this shouldn't be too bad for the old ticker. So I'm going to take only 15 seconds as our rest period between these two exercises. Again, those mountain climbers, the more rotation you can get with your knee, i.e. the closer your knee you get to your elbow, the tougher that should be. For now though guys, we're going to go back into our dead bug / hollow hold. If you thought that 60 seconds was easy, try and progress it. Straighten out your legs. Bring your chest up into the hollow hold. Okay, timers, we're all on 3, 2, 1, let's go. Chest and shoulders high. Keep nice and controlled when I go. And just keep the tension in the abs. I don't want to come and relax, then go high, then relax, then go high, okay? "25 seconds gone. "25 seconds to go. Stay strong here. "15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it. Go straight into those mountain climbers again, guys. Straight into those mountain climbers. 20 reps. I've got 8 more to go here. And relax that there. So we're going to take another 15, 20 seconds this time, and we're going to go through one more set of both of those exercises, okay? So at this point, the abs should be quite firing. Pairing these movements back to back is basically just going to getting extra volume, really trying to get these abs firing. Right, guys, let's get ourselves set. Final time on the dead bug / hollow hold. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So of course our heart rates are dropping down, but that's okay. We're focusing on getting your abdominal muscles firing, getting them working. "20 seconds gone already. "30 seconds down. "20 seconds to go. Keep the tension there, keep the chest and shoulders high. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it. We're going to go straight into those mountain climbers. Ready, guys? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And relax that there for me, guys. Relax that there. So you can get a wee touch of water. I'm going to talk us through our next 2 exercises, okay? Now, we're coming into our last superset for the day. We're starting with 12 thrusters. I don't think I need to talk through a thruster too much. Pretty much every one of you guys will have done that in the gym at one point. Imagine you have some weight in your hand, you're squatting down, driving up into the press. I'll be using a resistance band. You could also use a dumbbell or a kettlebell or a heavy rucksack. And if you don't have anything at home, guys, it's cool. We'll go for the hands high the whole time and just go for an overhead squat whilst trying to keep your hands directly above your head. So that is if you have nothing. Our second movement, guys, we're going to work bear crawls. Of course, level 1 of this, guys, is you're going to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 steps forward, 4 steps back. Is 2 lengths. We're looking for 12 altogether. The more advanced variation, guys, which I'm going to do, is lateral bear crawls. So you're in the same position, but I want your hands close and your legs wide. Then you bring your legs together and your hands wide. Legs together, hands wide. And you'll just go 4 kind of steps, left and right, until we match 12 lengths. Now, I know that might be difficult to count for you, some of you to kind of count the lengths and the steps at the same time. So really just keep working till I say time. What we're trying to work in that position is about keeping your glutes and your abs tight and avoiding the kind of Shakira hip shake as well, okay? It's great on a dance floor, but it's not so good for our bear crawls, okay? Right, 12 reps with the thrusters to kick us off, okay? If you don't have anything to push into the sky, that's cool. Just hold the hands up in the air and go in for 12 full squats. Once you're ready to go, guys, jump on in. 12 thrusters for me, please. Two more reps to go. And relax that there once you hit the 12. And try and keep roughly in with me as we hit our bear crawls. So it could be regular bear crawls, it could be lateral bear crawls. If you find that's just challenging enough, stay in a plank for me instead. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So this is halfway. One more to go, or 2 more lengths. And relax that there. So kind of quicker superset there, but coming off the back of that ab work, we should probably find that with the bear crawls, our midsection's feeling it, it's getting a bit of work done. I'm going to get a wee touch of the old H2O on board. We'll wait 10 or 15 seconds, and then we'll get ourselves back into our thrusters and our bear crawl. Right guys, once you are sorted and ready to go, We'll get ourselves back in to our our 12 thrusters, okay, our 12 thrusters. So let's stand ourselves into our band, or whatever bit of kit you're using. Once you're ready, jump on in, 12 reps. So that's me hitting my 12. I'm going to get myself back into my bear crawl position. Again, if you're confused, just try and keep up in the rough timing alongside me. If not, guys, you're looking for 6 lengths forward, 6 lengths back, 12 all together. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, I've done it. Last length. And relax that there. Again, that should be a challenging combination, guys. If you find that you're not getting challenged there, then we want to make it tougher. We want our knees to be slightly closer to the ground. We might want to go for a wee bit longer to increase the duration of it. So another 10-15 seconds, then we'll get into our final set of those 2 exercises. So 5 seconds, guys, and then we're going to get into our final set of thrusters, final set on the bear crawls. Right, I'm going to step into my band. Once you are good to go, jump on in, guys, 12 reps. Full squats, remember, guys. So that's me at 12, guys. I'm going to pop the band away. And I'm going to get set for my final lateral bear crawls. Okay, final 12 lengths, guys. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Last lengths. And relax that there, guys. Okay, get a wee touch of water on board. Let the heart rates drop down. I'm going to talk us through our finisher today, guys. So once we're all done, have we listening, guys? We are going to go 30 reps of 2 exercises, then 20 reps of 2 exercises, then 10 reps of 2 exercises. And we are going to pair these back to back, guys. We're not going to have any rest between them. After that, we'll have a very short break, 15-20 seconds. I'm going to talk you through your next 2 exercises. And we're going to go 10 of each, 20 of each, then 30 of each. And then we're going to rest it. Now, it's pure legs and abs here, guys, okay? So for our squats, sorry, our first round, we're gonna hit 30 squats, 30 sit-ups, 20 squats, 20 sit-ups, 10 squats, 10 sit-ups. In our second round of 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, we're gonna go lunges off each side, so that'd be 5 lunges a side for the 10, and then a 10-second dead bug, okay? So we're really gonna try and hammer the abs here. For the sit-ups, guys, a couple of variations I like to use. You can pick your own poison with these. I'm gonna be working the knee crunch. So I'm just coming up, just touching the knee and back down. The level above that, guys, hands come high. You can just try and reach up to the ceiling. And if you're feeling very, very athletic this morning, we could go for 30 knee hugs instead. Now we're going to start with the squats, so guys, so get a wee touch of water, 10 seconds, and we are getting ourselves started. Again, this is going to be a wee bit minging, it's going to be pretty darn toasty, but just try and keep working, guys. It's a way of us getting loads of reps in. Because we don't have as much weight, their intensity's down, which means our volume has to pick up to make up for that, okay? Ready, guys, let's get set. 3, 2, 1, 30 squats for me. Full depth as well. If you're an absolute maniac, feel free to grab a wee bit of weight. So as we hit 30, I'm going to have a wee lie onto the back, and I'm going straight into my 30 sit-ups. Straight into my 30 sit-ups. And relax that one. Check your 30, guys. You're going to pick yourselves back up, and we're going to go back into our squats, okay? Back into our squats. Should be a bit fatty in the abs there. Ready? Let's go. 20 squats we're on to. Now make sure, just because we're going high rep here, doesn't mean the quality drops down. That's 5 more for me. Excellent, guys. Once you hit your 20, of course, find that space, jump onto your backs, straight back in to 20 sit-ups or crunches. And try to avoid throwing your hands, guys. Your hands should be like Frankenstein's monster out in front of you. It's your abs that should be pulling your body, your upper body off the ground. So that's me hitting my 20. I'm going to pick myself back up, and then we're going to go back in for 10 squats and 10 sit-ups, guys. Okay, so no rest, let's go. 10 squats. Full squats, guys. And then go back into my 10 sit-ups, 10 crunches. That's me hitting my 10. I'm going to put 10 seconds on the timer, really short. We rest. We're now moving on to 5 lunges off each side. And then we're going to go into a 10-second dead bug. Then 10 lunges off each side, 20-second dead bug. Then 15 lunges off each side, 30-second dead bug, and we are done. Ali, if our knees aren't playing ball with the lunges, we could make them box squats instead, or single leg glute bridges, okay? You pick your poison. Ready guys, let's get set. 5 lunges off each side. Just alternate till you get to 10. And from there, I'm going to have a lie onto the back. We're going straight into our 10-second dead bug. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Three more. 2, 1. Rest. Right, guys, we're up to 20 alternating lunges, 10 off each side, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Four more off each leg for me. And from there, I'm going straight into a 20-second dead bug. The timer's going on in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Make it challenging, guys, make it difficult. If you want to straighten out your legs, feel free. 10 more seconds here. As I say, make this tough for you. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax it. We've got our final set, guys. 15 lunges off each side. Then a 30-second dead bug, and we are done. So let's get involved. Let's get it done. Third of the way through, guys. Three more reps for me. That's your 30, guys. Final time on the dead bug. 5 seconds, the timer's going on. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Make this tough. Get the chest and shoulders high. Keep the tension in the abs. 10 seconds gone here. Stay strong, stay strong. Guys, last 10 seconds of work to do. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax that there for me, guys. So let the heart rate drop down. We're going to wait 10, 15 seconds. Legs hopefully are a wee bit more toasty. Abs should be getting a wee bit of a run there. We'll get a little stretch off and we'll call it a day. Okay, so for just now, guys, we're going to come into the upper body stretch. We're going to get our knees out nice and wide. I know you guys know this very well, so hands are coming out, chest is sinking down to the ground. So we're going to hold that here for 5 seconds. Now from here, I'm going to go for a long thread the needle. So one hand stays forward, the other hand tries to rotate as far away as you can. Hold for 5. Now switch hands, so my right hand comes out nice and far forward, my left hand's going to rotate right underneath me. And relax that there, guys. You're going to stand up tall. We're going to go for just 2 wee Cossack squats off each side. So we're going to hold for 5 seconds at the bottom. So I'm going to go wide. I'm going to start wide. I'm going to sink my hips down to one side. I'm going to pick up my toe. I'm going to try and sit as low as I can. Once you get to the point where you're feeling a stretch, you're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to try and come nice and low, stay low. Replace it with the other side. Toe comes into the air. Close for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, stay low, guys. Stay low, stay low, stay low. Replace onto the first side again. Try and sink a wee touch more for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, staying low, staying low, staying low. Switch on to the other side. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax that there, guys. Right, as always, I'll be here with you every morning, Monday to Friday at 9. So I hope I see you then. Of course, our HIIT classes or our box HIIT classes will come on later in the day if you want some extra sessions. As always, guys, thank you very much for your hard work. Double high fives all around. I hope you have a lovely week. I'm just going to stop that recording.